I know you can't speak to fumbles, but fumbles and false starts have been two problems that have just continued to plague this team, and they both fall in sort of the same category of things that theoretically should be correctable. Why do you think those two areas in particular keep creeping up, and how can they be corrected?
Yeah, like you said, I won't speak to the fumbles, but the false starts. It really, at the end of the day, it's probably in the moment and in the tough moments, maybe a lack of focus, understanding whether that's a silent cadence or that's a verbal cadence, understanding, when that cadence is going to come, how it's going to sound, and knowing, particularly what you're listening for or what you're looking for. It's just got to be a higher level of focus. It's something that, like you said, has happened all season, and it's not acceptable. It's something that has to get corrected because it's an unforced error. It's nothing the defense does that's making us make that mistake. That's totally on us. So we've just got to take accountability for that, and it's frustrating. It's been a common issue all season, and it just can't happen. It's pretty simple. We've just got to get that fixed.
I know it's popular to say that that shows a lack of discipline and that falls on coaching. What's your take on where responsibility lies for false starts?
I don't think that's on coaching. It's on the players. It seems like everyone across the line, tight ends, have had false starts at times, and my opinion personally is that it's a personal accountability. No coach is telling you when to go. So that's on us. That happens on the playing field on Sundays. The coaches are not out there playing. They're not out there lining up. So it's a player accountability that if you jump, that's on you. And we got to understand if it's a communication issue, then that's on the people involved with whatever communication was happening prior to the snap. But that's a player issue.
James, I know the 49ers came into this with the NFL's #1 run defense, but just after getting a chance to look back at it, why do you think y'all weren't able to get much of anything going there?
Yeah, I think credit to them. They had a few wrinkles, I think, early that they had not shown this season. I think we were able to go to the sideline and get that corrected. And then I think as the game went on, it was, speaking on the offensive line, it was a player here, a player there, maybe with bad footwork. I think at times it was not having, the right pre-snap mindset of what we're trying to get done schematically and seeing the bigger picture. So I think that it was a couple of different things. I don't think it was one consistent theme throughout the day. But like I said, they had a good scheme. They had a couple things new for us, and then in the moments where they did exactly what we thought we were going to do, we made some mistakes. Whether that was footwork or maybe a schematic type of thing. So it was various different things, but it was frustrating, and with the lack of success on the ground, I think that made it hard for us, particularly against the defensive line that is really, really good at rushing the passer, put us in tough situations that we did not want to be in.
Hey James, I'm going to take you back to 2015, but you were on a Baltimore team that started the season 4-8, and that team was pretty much eliminated. But here you are 4-8 now and still in the hunt. Is there a big difference in the mindset you say of this team compared to that team, considering the circumstances?
Yeah, I think the important circumstances that you're still in the hunt. The way our division has fell this year, that's really all that matters. We could be 10-1 or whatever, and if the rest of your division is 9-2, you're still in the same circumstance. Sure, it's different because we have a lot of losses this year, and so that might change the feeling in the locker room. But at the end of the day, you're still, I think, one game out of our division, and that means you're one game out of the playoffs. So just having that mindset of, hey, we're right at this thing. We've seen games this year when we've been able to put a good game together, offense, defense, special teams. So I think we know what we're capable of. It's been frustrating at times, sure, for some of the unforced errors and mistakes that we've made that have really shot ourselves in the foot. But I think at the end of the day, it's important the guys, have confidence in our ability and our roster and the players that we have and the schemes that we have that, hey, we can get the job done, we can win the games. So just making sure that, you're accountable to your job, your preparation each week, making sure that you're locked in and you're focused on, what the task is and how we're going to beat the teams that we play.